you guys struggle with conflict and getting to the other side of it, then you're going to want to favorite this video, because I'm going to give you a tool that couples pay me thousands of dollars to use to help them solve their problems within their relationship. And I know the natural next question is, why are you going to give this to me for free when you give it to others that pay you thousands of dollars? Well, the tool is just a tool. They don't pay me for the tool. They pay me for me and helping them utilize the tool and stay accountable to it. So it's a bit different, but this tool is still powerful if you implement it within your relationship. So this tool is called the bridge. I want you to envision yourself on the opposite side of a bridge from your husband or wife, like this. Now, this bridge represents the distance between your perspectives. You're two different humans. You're going to have different perspectives from time to time. But see, the thing is, the bridge is what connects you. You can utilize the bridge or you can destroy the bridge. The thing that destroys the bridge is defensiveness, combativeness, cutting each other off, talking over each other. That's going to make this bridge between the two of you fall apart. And then you're just going to yell into the void at each other, which isn't helpful. You want to utilize the bridge and do so methodically so both of you have space to be heard and share your perspective in a meaningful way. So this is how it works. Let's just say that she is the one that presents the problem. She puts it on the table and says, "This thing is bothering me." It is now his job to cross over the bridge to her side and literally just ask questions. Be curious, be a listener, be present, try to make sure that you understand what she's saying. But in doing so, you're going to leave your perspective behind. Whatever you thought was true, whatever your beliefs and your feelings about the situation are, you left them on your side of the bridge. Again, your job is to just come over here and try to understand her side as best you possibly can. You're not bringing your stuff with you. Doing this does two things for you. One, it forces you to be present because you're not trying to bring your stuff, talk over her, cut her off, anything like that. But also for her sake, she is witnessing you show up and see her, actually hear her and listen, rather than trying to wedge your way into the conversation. This builds credibility because after you've taken your time on her side of the bridge, now it's an invitation back to your side. You're going to ask her to come and hear your perspective. Now, same rules apply. So when she comes over to this side of the bridge, she's leaving her stuff behind. She's not going to bring her perspective, her opinions, her feelings. She is just there to listen, ask questions, and get curious. After she has spent her time over there, both sides have been heard, they've been seen, they've shared their perspective without anybody interrupting. And after that, three things get to happen. The first one is there should be more empathy in the room. Thank God. Number two, if you've genuinely sat with the other person, listened to their perspective, and taken that on for yourself, there should be some level of a clear-cut compromise or win-win that you can both say, all right, let's do this thing, or let's move in this direction. Third thing, even if you don't have a firm conclusion from that conversation, the win is listening to and giving space to your partner. That is why so much conflict doesn't get resolved in relationships, because when someone brings up how they're feeling, the other person decides to be defensive and talk over them, or they jump on top and pour their thing on top of the problem, right? And nothing gets resolved. This model allows you both to have space to be heard and to be seen. Do you need to have a clear-cut answer and response when you're done? No, because life is not about tying it up with a nice bow at the end of one conversation. It might take multiple versions of that same conversation, but just being willing and being able to create space for both of you in this conversation is the win. If you made it this far, my assumption is that you favorited the video because you're going to utilize it. But my suggestion is share this with your partner. Don't learn this in isolation and then try to utilize it without their awareness to it. If you both have language and structure around how you navigate conflict, it gets a whole lot easier. Hey, if you're in a spot where you are in a committed relationship and you guys struggle with conflict and